They say you always go back to your roots, and when I was younger I thought that was complete bullshit. I still kind of think it's a little bit of bullshit, but not as much anymore because I'm older now and I'm not quite the silly little 12-13-year-old that I was. I was at Walmart yesterday picking up a couple things that I needed, and I not impulsively because I've thought about this for like 2 weeks now, bought myself this TMNT t-shirt that I'm wearing, and I have not owned one since I was 12 or 13. When I was at the peak of my hyperfixation, and I'm allowed to say that because I have been professionally diagnosed with ADHD. So now I just need to get the old 5 Sauce logo 3/4 shirt again, and I will be a fully completed, more sophisticated version of my 12-year-old self. I found the shirt and I bought it on Poshmark. I am officially a sophisticated version of my 13-year-old self. I'm 12. I'm a child again. I'm gonna be wearing this in like my next couple videos, just to let you know. But I say sophisticated very, very, very lightly. Without further ado, let's just get the fuck into this. I can't do this anymore. There's something about TikTok that's been pissing me off lately, and it took me a second to sit with those emotions and try to figure out what and why I'm feeling the whole who, what, when, where, how, and why thing that you learn in like 4th grade English. So far, I've come up with the very brief, very succinct, and very blunt sentence. The Pinterest, poetry, dark academia, 60s French neo-noir film wave shit feels incredibly fake. Shallow, if you will. Before I just sort of pick this apart, I will say this. It's pretty to look at. I am a wholehearted enjoyer of the way these aesthetics and pseudo-subcultures look. Fuck yeah. I'll look at a 7-second TikTok video with small white font and those little star emoji things of girls wearing 60s dresses in the French Riviera, dark red lipstick on a white satin sheet, messy-haired, minimal makeup, or completely faceless girls in the softest candlelight with either a slowed and reverbed or sped up version of Wicked Game by Chris Isaak in the background. I'll eat it up every time, for every season, every year. I'm a fan of this one sound called Bunny's Overture on TikTok, where it's the first line of The Secret History written and narrated by Donna Tartt, followed by, say it with me now, Wicked Game by Chris Isaak. I swear though, y'all have to find a new song from him though. Blue Spanish Sky is my personal favorite, followed by Funeral, and I did make a TikTok about some of his music to listen to if you like Wicked Game. That'll be in the description. Anyways, don't get me wrong, I adore the look of these mashups and collections. I'd be a fat ass hypocrite to pretend I don't. I am human. I like pretty things, and I like pretty things grouped together, all wrapped up and presented in an incredibly visually appealing short form content video. But there's something to be said at how surface level it all feels. When I see links for products from Amazon in these videos, or hear poetry that is absolute ass and made only to sound a certain way with zero substance, it gives me the ick. I don't even know how to properly define just how much of an ick I get from it. It's like it was written by a thesaurus AI or stolen from someone long before them in this attempt to sound more intelligent. I feel like being so rigidly into those aesthetics works against those subcultures. Academia is about learning, the exploration and accumulation of knowledge at any and all costs. Just look at the quote from The Secret History where Richard says, "I am nothing if not in my soul obsessive." But maybe that's a bit dramatic. It's just what it feels like to me. If you don't expand your vocab by reading or your worldview by getting out of your house and out of the look of it, you're not really following it. If you're following an aesthetic that teeters on a subculture just because you like the look, cool. great, good for you. But also don't close yourself off to things because it may not fit into the look. It also makes you look incredibly pretentious and snobby. Academia has an intensely long and debilitatingly exclusionary history, so bear in mind this is all mostly surface level and genuinely not the most nuanced thing ever. Anyways, I think it ties into how obsessive people are with aesthetics and looking and acting in such a specific way. It shows a lack of self-understanding and establishment of a sense of self. Another topic I will not be going further into. I don't have that sort of time, but I will say this. I'm on the dark academia subreddit, and the amount of can I do this thing or wear this or eat this or listen to this even though it's not dark academia questions I see makes me so very sorry for those people that are asking. Not in a pitying way, more of an empathetic way. I understand what it's like to not have a strong sense of self and to feel like you can't do things if it doesn't align with the main look or style you decide to portray. I also think overconsumption, hyperconsumerism, rapid trend cycles mixed with a heavy helping of anti-intellectualism is resulting in a lot of things suffering from this effect. One being the whole DA, French girl, poetry, academia side of TikTok and social media in general. But remember, it's okay to branch out. It's okay to not stick to one specific look and want to experiment. Most people aren't like that. They don't niche themselves so heavily they don't accept things on the off chance it doesn't match the look or the aesthetic or the vibes or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's also okay to learn and to question everything. You don't need to stick to a specific genre of book. You can buy a pink skirt because you like it. You can put full glam makeup on because you like it. You can dye your hair hot pink because you like it. Being so rigid in a look and attitude goes against the whole academia and new wave idea in the first place. It's meant to be experimental and push limits and boundaries. Seeing the same 4 books and campuses is getting tired and going against what academia and or learning should mean. And for the love of God, stop comparing every blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl with a darker preppy style to Camilla Macaulay. It's really, really annoying and really overplayed. Alrighty, that's the end of this episode of Makeup and Mumbling. I was thinking about changing the name to Cosmetics and Conversations or Cosmetic Conversations. I don't think Cosmetic Conversations is going to be as good as Makeup and Mumbling. Let me know. I like the name. It's fine. I don't know. I will see you guys in the next horror game. It's probably going to be the Beast Inside chapters 3, 4, and 5. Hopefully. We'll see. I don't know. Have a fantastic day, night, evening. Have a wonderful whatever season you're in right now. It's currently fall, coming up on winter where I am, and it is 62 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I'll put the Celsius conversion. Bye.